Hi, welcome to Nona's Here. I'm Nona. At least that's a picture of me on one of my better days with makeup. I've been doing a lot of crafting lately, what with Valentine's Day and then spring and Easter. I just haven't had time much to do laundry and cleaning, so today is the day. So no makeup, just a picture. But I'm happy today to be joining in the collaboration of Hello Spring. So let's get over to my craft table and I'll show you what I've been working on. DIY number 1. Almost all the supplies you'll see me using today are from Dollar Tree. So this is the first thing I got, and this is a cork board that I got from Dollar Tree, and I've taped off the border there because I'm going to paint the inside and I didn't want to get any paint on the wooden border. I'm also going to be using these stick-on stickers, flowers, and I'm going to be painting it with this acrylic blue paint and from Crafter's Square. And this is the masking tape I'm using to tape off the border. I'm a very messy painter, so I taped it off to keep it clean. Okay, so I'm showing you how I've taped it all off. Now I'm going to paint it blue. I'll tell you, that octopus, it just looks white, but it really came through, so I had to give it 2 good paints of the blue. And then I took some white or some lighter blue and just kind of gave it some texture there with some dry brushing just to give it a little bit more color. Then I had these letters, polka dot letters, so I used the letters and did Welcome Spring at the top. And the letters were the peel-off stick-on kind, but I don't trust them, so I was using some of my Jot white glue on the back of them to make sure that they stuck really well to the cork board. So there I am. Then I had some stick-on butterflies that were 3D. So I used a couple of those to decorate the cork board with, just to make it look even more springy. And I had some bigger ones and then I had some smaller ones. And I'm using wood glue there because some of them I'm sticking on the wood border, and I just figured they would hold better on there. And I took some ribbon and I made a little hanger there at the top. There was already a hole at the top, so I just used the same hole, and I put a big flower in the middle. And then I took some stick pins to show that it is a cork board, that you could use it as a cork board. And that's about it. Okay, DIY number 2. Now you're not going to believe this. Hands up. How many people have ever inadvertently deleted a segment of their craft video? Well, I did. So I deleted the intro, but you can see I'm using a big pink vase there from Dollar Tree. It's just plastic. I've put some rocks in the bottom, and now I'm dumping in a whole bottle of Jot colored glue. It's like Elmer's glue, and it's colored, and I thought I needed green, but guess what? When you put the green in the pink, you don't see what color it is, and there's white rocks at the bottom. So why am I using colored glue? Well, because I want to stick these flowers in, but I want the flowers to remain stable, all right? So without using styrofoam, and this really does work. I've done this before, and the glue hardens in about 2 weeks, that if you tip the vase over, it's not going to fall out. And in about 5 weeks, it's really hard. And then in about 5 months, the glue starts to evaporate and go down, but it still holds the flowers real stable. So I'm using petunias, and I have some lavender, and I have some fluffy, all that I got at Dollar Tree. Then I have some fluffy white foo-foo stuff that I got at Temu, and I'm going to put those in there too. So this is all in slow motion so that I can explain it to you, since I inadvertently erased the intro. So I'm just cutting the flowers down, and I'm going to stick them in that glue down into the white rocks at the bottom that you really can't see. And then I have some window clings that I'm going to decorate the outside of the vase with, and some felt Easter eggs that I'm going to decorate the outside of the vase with, which I'll show you in just a minute. Also, when you're using the glue as your base, you can bend those flowers at the bottoms of the stems, and as the glue dries, they'll stay bent. And you'll see what I mean in just a minute. So I'm just cutting the flowers up at the different lengths that I want, the petunias and lavender. And I also had some glitter eggs that I stuck on bamboo skewers and stuck those in. And I kept everything in lavenders, purples, and green, as you'll see in just a minute. So that's what I'm doing here. And then you can see the eggs there in the background. And I took a couple eggs and stuck those in. You can see the petunias now to the left of your upper screen. I had already stuck those in. So I'm just arranging the different flowers. Okay, so there they are. Now I've put on the window clings there, the Easter one, and there's a bunny one that I had, and you're going to see there's the felt eggs that I had, and I stuck those on one side. So I just decorated them with that, and then you can see the white fluffy foo-foo blooms that I have, and there's some of the eggs that I stuck on skewers and stuck those in. There's a couple purple ones and a couple green ones that I put in. And that's DIY number 2 that I did. Just made a pretty vase. We'll take a better look at this at the final reveal. I want to be sure and introduce our host today. First is Tammie from the Rusted Willow, and Ellie from DIY from House to Home, and our guest host Favi from Creations by Favi. Now, I'll have all of the links from their channels down below in the description box, and they will have the major playlist of all the creators who are joining in today. I really encourage you to check out the playlist because you'll get lots of ideas of different DIYs for Hello Spring. I want to thank Tammie and Ellie and Favi for doing this collaboration today and allowing me to join in. We really appreciate it. Okay, back to my next DIY. DIY number 3. All right, for this one, I got this shape of a house sign at Dollar Tree, and it was painted black. And when I realized when I got these stickers to put on it that the black was too dark for what I wanted to use, so I used some blue acrylic paint and painted over the black. Then I wanted to use these stickers and make it look like the front of a house with these stickers that I'd gotten. And to tell you the truth, I'd never used these kind of stickers before. I mean, I've used stickers that were like 3D, but never one that like made a scene before. So this one was like, it was the window pane of the front of a house, which was what my vision was, but I didn't really know how you'd put them together. So I took them, and so it was the window of the front of a house, and then things that went in the front yard of the house. So I worked with them and, set it up like I thought the front of the house would look. And to be honest with you, I kind of got involved in doing it and forgot that I was recording it. So I've speeded this up quite a bit because I was real involved in taking the things off and putting them on and moving them around and all these kind of things and seeing what would fit and what wouldn't fit. And I just got really into the project and forgot the whole thing was being video recorded. And then I had some butterflies on one and some other little flowers on another. And so I was just kind of playing with it around. Okay, then I had this welcome sign I got from Hobby Lobby. It was on sale. It was 99 cents, and it's actually a mirror. I got it last year, and I wish I'd picked up like 6 of them instead of only 3. This is the last one I have. So it was 99 cents. So I'm going to put this on the house and turn it into like a little welcome sign, okay? So I'm looking at how that's going to go. And then I also have some letters that I'm going to put on and spell out the word spring. Oh, so I'm still putting on those stick-on letters, so I'm not real sure how they're going to stay on. Like I said, I've never really done with these before, so I'm using my Jot glue to glue the base of those down to make sure they stay on, and that when I fold the top parts up to make them look 3D, they are stuck down real well. So that's what I'm doing now. Okay, so I take the welcome sign and I put it alongside the house. Oh, and here's another part I had never done before. So the windowsill is like, it's layered. So the first part is what you would see if you looked inside the window. And then what goes on top of that is the window pane itself that would be on the outside of the house. So I had to kind of play with that for a little bit. I had never done that. Not that it was difficult. I had just never done anything like that before. So it was kind of a whole new learning experience about how to layer these stickers on top of one another and get them all placed properly so that it looked right. Okay. So I did that, and then I had some letters, and I took the letters, and down the other side of the house of the sign there, I wrote out the word, I pasted down the word spring so that it would say welcome spring. So now I'm just working to get everything laid down nice and tightly so nothing will come up. Okay, I'm going to fast forward this ahead. All right, so I've got everything tacked down the way I want it, and there we go. That's how it looks like with the welcome sign along the one side of the house and the word spring down the other side with the little window pane and everything in the front yard. And I was real pleased with it, and it was fun to do, and it was new for me to do. And then, of course, I put the cord along the front so that it could be hung up. So I was real pleased with it. That was fun. DIY number 4. Okay, for this one, I had this little sign from Dollar Tree. You know, you can always find them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the little cord around the top, and I'm going to use this piece of paper, Make Each Day Your Masterpiece. And I actually got this paper from Crafter's Square Dollar Tree, and you get 2 of each pattern. And there's real pretty sheets inside, and they're actually the perfect size to use for this kind of thing, you know, for scrapbooking or junk journaling or anything. And it's perfect for this size sign that I'm going to do. So I just picked out one. They're all different, just real pretty, different little quotes. So I'm going to use this one now. I didn't paint the front of the sign because it was light and my paper was dark, and I figured it was no big deal. The dark paper was going to cover the light. So that jar that I showed you, that's just an off-brand of Mod Podge that I've had forever, so I wanted to use it up. So I'm going to put a light coat of that on there and let it get a little tacky, and then I'm going to put the paper on top of it. Now I've cut off the cord that was around the top and the back because I'm going to reuse it. Now I'm trimming the paper down, and I'm going to try and burn it off, but the paper was still a little damp from the Mod Podge, right? So it didn't burn as quickly as I wanted to, but it singed it enough all the way around. I could singe it enough that I could then take my sanding block and sand it off and get a smooth edge, okay? And that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to get a smooth edge. So everything kind of singed around the paper, singed around the block itself. So then I just took my sanding block and sanded downward and got a nice smooth edge, which I'll show you in just a minute, okay? Then I took the cord that had been around the top, I saved it, and I had cut it in the back, so I just replaced it and hot glued it in the back, just like it was there originally. Well, remember how I told you that I didn't paint the front of the block because it was light and the paper was dark? Well, guess what? Fresh carrots that was written at the bottom came through the paper. You could see it. You couldn't see anything else but fresh carrots. So I took 2 little buds of flat pink flowers that kind of matched the pink in the paper, and I hot glued those to the bottom to cover where it said fresh carrots, because you could see where it said fresh carrots. And I didn't want that because that didn't go with, make every day your masterpiece. So there it is, all finished with the jute cord tied back in and the little pink flowers in the bottom. And then I set it in one of those display things, and it's all done. There you go. It's a little lopsided there the way I have it. Okay, let's see the final reveal. Hey, if you enjoyed my video today, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up like. And if you haven't subscribed to Nona's Here yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button. You know it's free. The bell and the word all, so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And comment below which one was your favorite project that I showed you today. Also, I want to be sure and thank again our host, Tammie from the Rusted Willow, Ellie from DIY from House to Home, and our guest host, Favi from Creations by Favi. Okay, let's take a look at the 3 projects that I did for Hello Spring. And don't forget to comment below which one was your favorite. First up, we have the little house with the mirror welcome and the word spring with the window pane in the front yard. And then we have the tall cork board with the welcome spring words and the big blue flower and the butterflies. And then we have the small little mason jar sign that says make each day your masterpiece with the little pink flowers. And finally, we have the tall pink vase with the purple and white petunias and lavenders and tall pink, white fluffy foo-foo branches with the purple and green egg glitter Easter eggs and the decorations around the vase. Those are the 4 DIYs. There you go. Tell me which one was your favorite. There's all 4 of them. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I certainly hope to see you again very soon at Nona's Here. Bye.